That's almost PGA Tour level. There's no sound right now, right? Yeah. See ya. Yes! So I was hitting a couple hold-off shots, and all of a sudden I realized, like, over the course of like 5 to 6, 7, 8 balls, my speed actually got more.
Borgmeier, what the hell are we doing out here?
Dude, we're out here at Golden Bear, as you can tell by the logo right down here. At Golden Bear, and this place is actually perfect to get some long drive practice in because the range is fairly long. That's a plus. And also, it's not in a bay, so they have outdoor mats right here. And from my experience, that's actually very interesting. I don't know if any of you guys out there have made the experience, but I am faster outdoors compared to indoors on average. So I don't know if that's something like subconsciously feeling restricted when you're indoors or something, but it's definitely trending in that direction. So today we're hitting into wind, like off the right. I've seen me definitely being slower when I'm swinging into wind. Slows me down, probably. I've not seen the same effect downwind, so it's not like I'm swinging faster when I'm swinging downwind. I don't know what that is. It's just an observation from my practice or in my practice. I don't know if that is because when you take away the club, I mean, I try to take it away not as quickly as I can, but swift. I call it swift, so my takeaway is fairly swift. And when it's downwind, I'm actually working against the wind when I'm swinging back, right? So might be a point. Don't know what that is, but today I want to show you something very different. It's not necessarily a speed session, but something that's really important for speed that I just discovered a couple months ago. So it's always been, for me, in my speed journey, it's always been about acceleration. But just recently, I discovered that deceleration is just as important. And I actually want to get a good practice session in today, hit a couple balls, and talk you through what I do to get my deceleration better and eventually also my acceleration. So let's get warmed up and then let's get right into it.
We gonna take it, gonna take it, gonna take it.
That's almost PGA Tour level. There's no sound right now, right? My clubs were lost for 8 days. 8 days. So it's been a complete nightmare for me. It's been a complete waste of time. I spent like 3 days in Houston, wanted to go to El Paso first. Then we diverted back. It's been such a long story. If I would tell you the whole story right here, it would be a 30-minute YouTube video, and well, that's very boring. So long story short, I'm here. It's been a nightmare. I finally got my golf bag after 8 days, can hit my own clubs. So let's go. For me, it's very important in the very beginning when I'm starting off any practice session to warm up my wrists. So I actually hit a couple wet shots, just get used to the ground and how the mat reacts. So back home in my cave, I just recently got myself a new mat, a very cheap mat actually, because the expensive mats are usually mats you can use to tee up from and stuff. So they're very thick, so very cushioned. So they feel like when I hit golf balls in them, I feel like the club is almost digging too deep in there, so it's very tough on my wrist. So I really want the hardest mat possible so the golf club can bounce off from the mat back up. So that's very forgiving, obviously. It doesn't like simulate actual turf that well, but well, I'm not trying to practice iron shots, right? I try not to get hurt. Try to get as fast as possible. My job is to hit balls from the tee. I was actually so excited to get here and film a lot of Regency stuff as well with Bryson, Hogan, and Hudson and all the guys. I mean, on paper, this whole trip looked absolutely amazing, and it turned out to be an absolute nightmare. But that's not our fault. That's number one, the airline's fault, and number two, the weather's fault. But there's a lot to come. I mean, these sessions that I do with you right now is only the beginning. There might maybe even be some kind of masterclass at some point. Let's see. Let's see. Still swinging without a glove. striking it today. Dude, sometimes when I take some time off, like I'm being forced to take some time off, hit actual golf balls, and actually hit my own clubs, it almost feels like a new beginning. It's like, yes, I'm back. And all of a sudden I strike it so well. That's probably something that has to do with CNS recovery as well, but everything feels just so pure again. That's so sick. Time to put a glove on. This is a real deal now. Let's go, 7 irons. What I want to talk today, as I said before, is deceleration. So I figured in my golf swing, and it actually happened by accident, because I was hitting irons, like mid irons. I like to hit 6 irons at home when I'm practicing, for example, and go through all the long drive motions. That does not make sense for golf, but actually makes sense to prime my motions for long drive. So I was hitting a couple hold off shots, and all of a sudden I realized, like, over the course of like 5 to 6, 7, 8 balls, my speed actually got more. And I was like, why is that? And then I was playing around with it and was doing some research, and yeah, stumbled across the whole deceleration topic. So in essence, the better you're able to decelerate the club after impact, the more your body will allow you to swing faster at impact. So it's not about how quickly you can swing from up here to down there. It's about the speed at the impact zone, right through impact. So what's happening around here and around here does actually not matter as much. So that acceleration profile through the impact zone is what's interesting. And I know that Foresight is working on a data point to actually capture that through impact, but by now we do not know it yet. So my vision would be to see a graph eventually with like the club head speed on one axis and the angle of attack on the other axis, and then you see the profile and how it's actually accelerating through the impact zone and at what angle of attack you're the fastest, basically. And if you could actually measure that without a golf ball in speed training, that's the holy grail, in my opinion. But back to deceleration. What I try to do and how I try to practice that in the very beginning is just hit hold-off shots. Basically, try to stop your swing post-impact as quickly as you can. So that's what it's all about. And then measure the speed and see what it does. Is it actually go up, go down, stay the same, swing like this. And I've realized, well, I'm not losing speed with irons, I'm actually gaining speed. And try to keep all the other parameters exactly the same. So angle of attack, club path, and all that stuff. So I'm not trying to like hit crazy down on the ball and then stop. No, I try to keep everything the same, but simply stop my swing over there. Let's hit another one. You try to keep all the parameters the same, angle of attack the same, club path the same, everything the same, but try to stop as early as you can, or as quickly as you can, as efficient as you can. So something like this. I mean, you can obviously play like that on course, no problem. But what that's doing is actually from being super fast at impact, then being decelerated by the impact itself, and then decelerate even more, works your entire body and a lot of your back muscles and everything going on there to work more efficiently throughout the golf swing. So the better you can decelerate, the more your body will allow you to be faster at impact. So this is just drills, but it helped me a lot for my driver game as well. So okay, let's go next level. So this is the first level, right? So we swing, try to decelerate as early as you can. And then, this is next level stuff. We try to make contact and then boom, move to the other side. And that's really interesting. You probably have seen this in some of my reels that I've posted. And I actually practice like this. So this is one of my practice methods. It's not only for fun and to make you look weird, or make it look weird. No, it's actually some of my practice styles. So let's try that. So I try to boom, swing at the ball, stop right here, and then swing back. And then twirl it, very important, twirl it. Look at the camera and like move out frame. That's how you do it for your Instagram videos. But it's actually a practice method to work on that deceleration, boom, by firing back as quickly as you can. Because it really primes your body to go poof and fire back. Very interesting method for speed training. So, okay, we did this with irons. But if you don't want to do this, or feel like you cannot do this yet with irons, you can just pick a speed stick. So this is actually a very interesting method for overspeed training with speed sticks as well. So you can go like this, for example. What I love to do is prime the backswing by going back as quickly as I can, stop at the top, then shift over, swing, and hold off. So I love that. That's the first stage. So swing back, stop, shift, hold. Very interesting. And then, if you want to go really crazy, you can go like this. And so it's done right there. I like that one. It's very, very advanced, obviously. But it helps your deceleration pattern a lot. And then let it recover. Do this like, I don't know, 10 times, 6 to 10 times. Don't go too long, don't go too crazy. Then let it recover, and you'll see that your deceleration pattern will get a lot better. And that also means you can stick the finish a lot better with higher swing speeds. Very interesting side effect. Oh, wow, motorcycles.
Somebody's racing.
Trying to go fast. That's actually a very nice comparison back there. That motorcycle only wants to go as fast as its brakes can decelerate the cycle, right? Going really fast, and then at some point you got to brake, and you want your brakes to work efficiently and effectively. It's the same for the golf swing, exactly the same. If your brakes don't work, your body won't allow you to go fast. Don't know if you can see that on camera, but that thing was smoked and pure. Sometimes when I practice, I get stuck in like all my routines and I feel like, oh, this is boring and stuff. And now I couldn't practice for a couple days with my clubs. I feel like, oh, this is so much fun. Oh, I know why I started all of this. Oh, this is fun. I feel like I should play like this. Smoke to dead straight. Dead straight. Tight draw on it. See that one? A little heely, just a little bit, but I felt like it went straight. I didn't see it, but I felt like it went straight. I just saw the first couple meters. You guys see that one? That was sick. And this is all the priming stuff, all the practice stuff. Don't do too much of it. It's not like an hour of deceleration swings. It's like 6 to 10 swings, maybe 2 clubs, and then you're good. Let it heal, let it recover, let the CNS work its magic. But now what I want to do is I want to go through some of my technique things. So obviously when I practice and I capture my stuff, my swings on video, I look for all my, call them pain points, all the different things that I want to improve in my swing and really want to maintain, right? It's kind of a maintenance session from then. So I just want to see a couple swings and how I do right now, so I know what I got to focus on and what I got to dream of at night. Snap it, go back. Snap it, go back. Okay. Yes! Oh wow, with this wind, as you can tell, I mean in competition, when it's this windy, wind of the right, it sometimes feels so weird. We had that in Atlantic City one time in 2019. You had to aim, and I'm not kidding, like 100 yards right to make it move over to the left, because the wind was like 25-30 miles an hour, and with balls flying that high and that far and so long, so the wind has a lot of time to push it over, that sometimes creates very interesting ball flights and very, very weird angles to actually aim at. When you're standing at the tee box, like let's say aiming like this, right? When you want to go that way, well, it doesn't feel very natural. But okay, let's go. Yes! See ya! Boom. Dead center. Right there. Just a little bit high in the face, just a little bit. So it's still converting like almost perfectly, but it's launching higher and taking a bit of spin off the ball. And boom, snap back. So when I see this leg snap, that's always a good sign. I gotta back it up with a shoulder, very important. Forgot the shoulder. Yes!
Speed on that swing.
Oh, that's pretty fast, I guess. Okay, so very important video analysis. Check. There's certain points you want to work on, and I'll do that throughout this session. It's always something different every single time. So right now, what I try to do is, again, snap that leg backwards, move that shoulder back and around at impact, and actually move backwards rather than forward. So that's my goal for this session. And your goal for this video should be subscribe to my channel, like this video, turn the bell on, and leave me a comment down below if this helped you, if you've been working on this, if you ever thought about deceleration, or if it's all been acceleration so far. Comment down below how you liked it, and see you guys in the next video.